MCs take no bars off.
See, I've been on some shit since 83, and finally I got a chance to make jams for niggas out there from my air to Atlanta. From do or die to them dudes up in shot. From dudes that won't bluff. And when it's time to get live, to puff to get high. For all of y'all running with squads that roll 10 plus, these lyrics I bust. And I'm mad because I can't find the words, and I'm trying to rap it along with them, not, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Big L?
That was a good guess, actually. But nah. I'll give you one more.
Is that common?
Nah.
Okay. I heard you say the Shy. I was just something.
Nah. Yeah, it's actually, let's see.
See, I've been on some shit since 83, now finally I get the chance to make jams for niggas out there from out here to Atlanta. From do or die to them crews up and shot.
Shout out to the good brother Trey Leaf, brother and friend of the show. These lyrics I busted up, many MCs they got me fed up. And you niggas who cater to these hoes like you spending overtime to stack the ends so that bitch can tax your dough like hell nah, it's the L-Law. I be preaching the gospel and truthfully these groupies got me hostile. Not in this for the quick.
Should have hit him for the lyrics.
Yeah, I know, man. I should have just my fault, Trey. I should have hit you. I should have hit you and told you to text me the lyrics for this one. Yeah, that was my fault. I dropped the ball on that one.
Don't get it twisted, push up on the dime, that's peace. But all of you trumps who be sweating, chicks show that shit got the seeds, goddamn.
Ooh.
He was flowing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Repent.
Yeah,
off the first The Many Faces album. I told you I used to rock with that album heavy, but
yeah. Damn, he took it back.
I came across, that one was tough. Shout out to my guy Trey Lee.
Yeah, shout out to Tracy Lee, man. Fam, we gotta have him when he's in Atlanta.
Yeah, when he's in Atlanta, we gotta get him in the building.
Absolutely,
we gotta
absolutely. That's family.
Join us.
That's family. Yo, welcome to No Bars Off.
Man,
we back.
Whew.
If it's your first time here, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and all the things that people do. We're a show that praise lyrics, big up the words behind the music, talk about them, break them down.
Like a shotgun.
And decide if the rapper took any bars off. Today, there's been a drought, right? In terms of...
Oh, really?
In terms of like...
Nobody's dropping music anymore? People scared?
Nah, and here's the thing, man.
You scared?
We wasn't complaining, but when the whole Kendrick Drake thing was happening, right? It seemed like everybody was breaking down lyrics.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it didn't seem like it.
Nah,
it didn't just magically show up in your algorithm like it's like it wasn't happening. It was actually happening.
Cool. But at the same time, it was forcing us to kind of keep up with the algorithms and the, you know what I'm saying, and what was going on. So
man,
if you unfamiliar with the show, we like to uncover hidden jewels, so to speak.
True.
So a lot of times when we dropping episodes, we'll do a verse that was like a feature on somebody's album or something that you wasn't thinking about from back in the days that we...
Something that wasn't a single.
Something that wasn't a single.
Undiscovered on the album that you might have skipped through or missed.
Yeah, B-sides, D-sides, or just features where they bodied it, and we get out. That's our thing. We get a chance to highlight it, and people click the button and be like, oh, I didn't know he said that.
I didn't even know he said all that.
I didn't know what that meant. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know he rapped.
So I say all that to say it's a contrast from following the hottest joint that's out, right? So we like to say some of these episodes are for the savants. This joint, all three people got busy.
True.
Right?
Everybody kind of floated.
Everybody floated.
True.
But I feel like this last verse spoke to us specifically. And this dude is one of the greatest rappers to ever live.
And
right?
Like to get the backstory.
Yeah.
From before what you know him as.
Right.
Is
Yeah. To document his journey where a lot of times some of the greats don't normally give that vulnerable side of before they made it or what they were doing or just the human side of what they do.
True.
And it was refreshing to hear that
Absolutely.
from this person. So Yeah, let's let it rock. Let it rock.
But I know ain't no way that you could ever know my struggle. As a child going through shit way harder than blowing out a bubble. I would know a lot of trouble before I got to the lyrical ability of water that was flowing out of funnel like a channel. The aggression and depression for only a moment when I had to realize rapping ain't it. When there wasn't no more money from a record deal, I couldn't get another one, so I was about to quit. Had to get a job. Didn't want to be a slob, even though I would rather be spitting bars. Then one day somebody saw me at work and said, Twista, why are you in here washing cars? That hurt my heart. That shit tore me apart. So I prayed up to God that if I ever got another chance at music, I won't take it for granted. I'm a dunk if I get the law. Ran into AK from Do or Die. He said, come to the studio, I'ma put you on a song. Start my new gig in the morning, but I'ma come after. This is my chance to get back on. Thankful that I was living at my brother's house, but I want my own, so I'm finna go in. I walked in the lab and the beat was 5 tracks. The title of the song was Poin. I said, ooh, snap. I told her I'm about to chat. Spit it funky like I'm a Mac. I'ma come off so hard on this track, it's gonna change my condition and change the way people rap. Might be broke as shit, and they collecting no dough from tips, but I be spitting more game than a mouthful of poker chips. And I was glad that the world recognized how dope this is, and the prayer was effective. If you stressed and depressed, then let this comment soak in your brain. First time that I ever played Pope Pimp for somebody, I was on the way to work on the train. And I didn't quit it until the record was dropping. But when I did it, I knew it was right. Cause through my prayers and my faith and my works, it gets darker than what I would like, but I know I'm alright.
Song is called Still Alright off Joyner Lucas's
Jesus.
latest LP. What's the name of the joint?
What's the name of the album?
Not Now I'm Busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logic is on there.
Yeah, Logic killed it too.
Logic got busy.
Yeah, Logic
got
it.
busy. Joyner killed it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, like we said, spoke to us.
Right.
Mainly because, and we talked about this when we did Pope Pimp.
Mm-hmm.
And
Talk about it.
Damn, we old. Just being on a college campus.
Listen.
And you gotta think, we weren't looking for music online.
Nah, it wasn't none of that.
We were in Delaware, so we weren't really privy to radio, so to speak.
We ain't get to get a hold of nothing until we went home for a weekend or something and
Yeah.
probably went and picked up a Clue tape.
Tapes, K-Slade,
fucking Capri or S&S or somebody
Cut
like
Master
that.
C and all that.
Sheesh.
So BET was like,
Yeah.
it was big.
Yeah.
Those Rap City, because you seeing videos for the first time, and back then songs broke on radio, songs broke through videos.
Yeah.
It was
Videos
different.
the thing.
Different
Yeah.
means, right? And we watching Rap City. We used to watch it like before we go to the cafeteria.
Son.
And this joint, Pope Pimp,
That shit
came on. And everybody was like, yo, that's
Is
son.
that Tongue Twister?
Yeah.
Son.
And if you was a veteran in this game, you might
Right.
remember Tongue Twister when it was like early 90s, 93, maybe 92.
He's in Guinness Book of World Records.
Guinness
for fastest
Book of
rapper.
World Records for fastest rapper.
Yeah.
But it was gimmicky. It was, dare I say, corny. And we talked about all this on our Pope Pimp episode.
Right.
On the old set.
Oh,
long time ago. But he bodied that joint to the point where it changed his career and he reinvented himself.
Completely. And took off from there.
Took off. And
then to use this particular time and platform and space to talk about where he was before that.
Right.
Because all we know is him from here on. He wants to talk about from here. And it's crazy because it's not like he's in the space where he needs to.
Right.
But he felt like that's one of those verses where you felt like somebody might need to hear this.
Yeah. I mean, the name of the song is Still Alright.
Right.
And he starts it off, ain't no way you could ever know my struggle as a child, going through shit way harder than blowing out a bubble.
Yeah.
I would know a lot of trouble before I got to the lyrical ability of water that was flowing out a funnel. We love 4-bar rhyme schemes here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Huge fans.
when he's going that fast and he's fitting in these syllables, it makes the average rapper seem like you're just not.
Y'all can't do this.
You're not doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, y'all can't do this.
Because you could say all of this,
right,
but you wouldn't be able to get those 2 bars and fit in this many words and be this clear.
And they stand out. Like, they're so clear.
That not only are they clear, he's painting pictures.
Right.
Painting pictures. Like the water flowing out of funnel. Like, got the lyrical ability, the water that was flowing out of funnel. Like, that's the flow that he described without saying flow.
Without saying the flow.
And made sure he rhymed struggle, bubble, trouble and funnel. And then says, I could channel the aggression and depression for only a moment.
when I had to realize rapping ain't it.
Mm.
When there wasn't no more money from a record deal, I couldn't get another one, so I was about to quit. So that's the before Poe Pimp. Like at this point, you at that stage like after you're the fastest rapper in the world, and you're again what people may have looked at as a gimmick kind of dies down, and now it's okay. Can you do something else? And you're at that phase.
Yeah, and he was coming from the Midwest.
That's another hurdle.
Yeah,
that was kind of an unspoken hurdle back then.
That market wasn't. That
popping. Wasn't where you went for talent.
No,
you know what I mean. So, not that there weren't talented people out there, but
it was just
at
difficult.
that point in the game, that was kind of a hard space to come out of to get into the game.
Yeah, because we didn't know where the hip hop fans were. Like hip hop was still kind of regional.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you had the Northeast, you had the South doing what they was doing. Chicago was still kind of on the house music,
on the come up,
and wasn't really purchasing hip hop. So, you think about it in terms of radio, they didn't know what to do with a Chicago artist.
True.
So Tongue Twister, I want to say he has some Afrocentric vibes to him.
At one point, I want to say I remember a few. Yeah, I'm blackety black. Blacker than black.
If anything, he had the hat and the medallion.
Yeah, I want to say I see that. In my face, in my vision,
which strategically got taken out of hip hop
rather quickly. Strategically by the man.
But he gives you this. He peels back the layers and gives you this view of what it was like to lose the record deal in the early '90s
and couldn't get another one.
And was about to quit and had to get a job. And we identify with having a dream,
having to go to work.
Yeah, either getting there, achieving it, or achieving some resemblance of it, and realizing that either it's not what you wanted or it's not gonna fulfill you enough that you can never work again.
Right.
And you got to get back out there and had to get a job. Didn't want to be a slob, even though I would rather be spitting bars.
Man.
So it's like I didn't want to be a bum. Even though I would rather do music.
Even though I would rather do this, I can't just sit around and wait on that.
Yeah.
But then, it was like something struck a chord with him. Then one day, somebody saw him at work and said, "Twista, why are you in here washing cars?"
Wow.
Like, I know you as something that's, you a rapper. Like, what you doing in here doing this?
And he was Tongue Twister.
Right.
Which is definitely not as cool as Twista.
Not as cool as Twista. But again, you don't want to be a slob because you'd rather be spitting, but in the essence of not wanting to be a slob, you got to deal with, what you doing in here washing cars, bro?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. When the higher you get, the greater the fall is.
Yeah.
And one of the things that definitely affects you on that rise is wondering what people are gonna think
on the way back down.
Yeah. So it almost keeps you going, keeps you doing things you may not even want to do, just because you don't want to face this. And to say that hurt my heart, tore me apart. I prayed up to God that if I ever get another chance in music, I won't take it for granted.
I'm going to dunk it if I get the lob. That's it.
Yeah.
And then from there.
But think about him slowing it down right here, right?
Yeah.
This is his coming to earth. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to just show y'all this hurt my heart. Tore me apart. So I prayed up to God. If I get another chance at music, I'm going to take it for granted if I dunk.
Then went back. Yeah.
I'm going to dunk
and then gets right back to the space where, okay, this was my moment. Like, I'm going to show you, this was my moment where how I took advantage of what you know me as, or what you may have first been introduced to me as. Ran into AK from Do or Die. He said, "Come to the studio. I'm going to put you on the song."
Still rhyming, by the way.
Still rhyming. Pray up to God. Take it for granted. Doesn't get the lob. Ran into AK from Do or Die. He said, "Come to the studio. I'm going to put you on the song. Start my new gig in the morning, but I'm going to come after. This is my chance to get back on." Like, again, still rhyming. But in his mind, he's like, okay, I had the first shot. Didn't work out. I said to myself, if I get another chance, I'm going to dunk it if I get the lob. You run into AK from Do or Die. He said, "Yo, come to the studio, do a song." Nigga, I don't give a fuck what it is I got to do. I'm making this shit happen. Like, I got to go to work in the morning. Like, I literally got to get up for work in the morning. But I'm going to come after because this is my chance to get back on. Bro.
Think about this for a second. Twista style is similar to prose and poetry. It has two sides of it. Like, if I'm writing a story and I might have too many words to fit in a bar. Thankful that I was living in my brother's house. Like, he can put more words in and say them faster.
Exactly.
And almost add more detail and be more descriptive.
Because he can fit more words into a sentence.
Into a bar. Is that
into a bar.
Is that easy? Well, like you said, like prose.
Yeah.
Is that easier on the writer? Because
easier on the writer, but for the listener, like, they have to pay very close attention to detail just based on the fact he's squeezing so much into so little.
Ooh.
Is
he doing that?
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the penalty box for this one.
Nah, I was thinking about that because as a writer, you would.
Yeah, I need to take a drink too.
You would love to add more description in the bar. You would love to say, but
sometimes you can't,
and you can't deliver it, right? Because you get in the booth and be like, yeah, let me take some words.
I'm gonna have to take some of these words out.
Yeah, but
or shorten something up or something.
His advantage is he can give you more description.
Yeah,
and just and staccato it so that it fits.
That's talent, man.
It's talent.
That's
yeah,
talent,
it's talent that I don't think people really recognize.
And to be able to write it in that format,
right?
To know that, because you got to be counting in your head as you're writing it too. So as you're writing it, you got to be counting how you're gonna get squeeze this into these bars. So this is
because, and this is for the savants, right? Thankful that I was living at my brother's house. If I'm writing that, I'm like glad I was still at my brother's house. I wouldn't add those extra syllables. Thankful that I was living.
Yeah, but he can
do that and still keep the timing and keep the bop and give you the vision.
Yep.
And that takes diction, that takes timing, that takes skill, and the willingness to say I'm going to add more descriptive, words,
and to help paint a brighter picture.
Yeah, but then
a more vivid picture,
and then has the ability to slow it down. But I want my own and pauses.
Right.
So I'm finna go in.
Right.
Right.
Slowed it down again.
Yeah.
I walked in the lab, and the beat was by Traxter. Title of the song was Poin. So he,
slowed it down for the
slowed
listener.
it down just so you can understand. Like he really slowed it down just so he can get across. This was the moment.
This was the moment.
Like Poin is the song that you all know me from.
Yeah.
So this was the moment. I walked in the studio. The track was by Traxter.
Yeah.
The title of the song
set it up.
Poin.
Yeah, he set it up.
You know what I mean? So
I said, "Ooh, snap!" Like,
like when he heard it, he like, "Ooh, snap!"
Yeah, he giving me that visual.
Yeah.
I told him I'm about to jack. Spit it funky like I'm a Mac. Like again, it's still like he doesn't have to give all of those syllables, but you used to it.
Why not?
I'm gonna come off so hard on this track. It's gonna change my condition and change the way people rap.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then goes to the flow.
It gives you that flow that we all heard that day and was like, might be broke as shit and ain't collecting no dope tips, but I was spitting more game than a mouthful of poker chips.
And I was glad that the word was so. We heard that. Niggas was like,
Jesus.
what? Wait, he said what?
Ugh.
More game than a mouthful of poker chips? What the fuck?
God,
yeah, that wasn't fair.
Lips and the provoking hips. Listen, oh my God.
That nigga said, "Cause I'm blessed with some good sex, peanut butter complex, and some pretty eyes." Listen, man, I know you want to buy that to the rhythm of a hi-hat, man. Yeah. And I was glad that the world recognized how dope this is, and the prayer was effective. So now he's summing it up with the message and all of this. Yeah. Like he brought you down this road. He painted this visual for you, showed you how he got to where he is. But he was like, if you stressed and depressed, and let this calm and soak in your brain. Like just pause for a minute.
Yeah.
First time that I ever played Poin from somebody, I was on the way to work on the train. For as huge and as legendary as that song is, imagine being a part of that, and you playing it for somebody on the train on your way to work.
Because it already exists. You already did it.
You did it already.
Like, yo, this is dope. And they probably give it back to you. That's hot, man.
Yeah, that's hot, man.
I like it. What time you got to be at work?
What time you get on? Right, like, what time you get on?
Let's do something later.
Man.
But, damn, and that song spawned his record deal.
A whole nother life form.
Yeah, which he dropped the Adrenaline Rush album.
Oh my God.
And everybody kind of viewed him differently, the way he was rhyming.
Mm-hmm.
It man, it was different from the Crucial Conflicts and the Bone Thugs because one, you could understand everything he was saying.
That shit was clear, crystal clear.
Very, very, very crystal clear.
Crystal
and it was ill. It was lyricism. It was wordplay. He was just, he was different. And, leading up to him getting on the Slow Jams record, which again was another
one of those
boost to his career. We viewed him in a certain light, and Kanye comes and it's like put a revamp in his career and Common's career.
Like it wasn't even fair. Like I feel like he got to add more artists in that song just because it was.
The song was incredible.
My rim still moves, so I'm a little spinning. Man, put you in the days of maze. Oh my God.
Overnight Celebrity.
Yeah.
It's another one. Yeah, man.
Son.
He was on way to work on the train. I didn't quit until the record was dropped.
I ain't quit until now this is the jewel right here.
Yeah.
I didn't quit just because I got a song out and it's on the radio and all that. I know it's hot. And I didn't quit until the record was dropping. But when I did it, I knew it was right.
Yeah.
I knew it. Because through my prayers and my faith and my words, it gets darker than what I would like. But I know I'm all right. Man, if the message ain't loud and clear in that, like,
yeah,
you could be in the very worst situation that you can feel like you're in.
Absolutely.
But that shit can change in a blink of an eye. Like, if that's what you want to do, nothing can stop that.
Yeah, it's no guarantee that a verse is going to change your life.
Yeah,
we've seen it happen back then with the AZs or even the Nas's,
even the Natures,
even
the
just people that get that chance, that opportunity. And of course, back then, the world was a little smaller when it came to hip hop. So if you heard somebody on a joint, you're like, yo, who is that?
Yeah.
Where is this person? First time we heard of Redman or K Solo or Das Vegs, like it was. EPMD had that knack of putting people on.
You had to find out everything about them.
Yeah,
you had to do your homework.
Yeah, it was a thing, man. And this was one of those moments. And for him to talk about it on the joint, that's why I was like, yo, we gotta you gotta chronicle this.
Yeah, you gotta highlight that because again, it's special to us in that, again, the feeling that we got when we first heard him on Pole Pimp, that shit was electric.
Yeah.
So to know like where he was like at that moment, to have that song on the radio, that's almost like, I remember Q-Tip saying when fucking Award Tour, one of them first songs was on the radio, he was sleeping on his mom's couch. So like that shit is, it's a great feeling as far as the world, the way they see you. But like, I'm on my way to work, bro.
Yeah, no, I would have never thought that he was washing cars or had a job. Hearing that. You know what I'm saying?
Hearing that, you'd have been like, oh, he been in the game for a minute. They just decided, this was a shot.
Yeah, and also we didn't know when people got dropped, in the early 90s. If somebody was an artist, you didn't know if they were going to come back around, if they, if there was just space in between albums, because albums didn't come out back.
All you knew was you saw one promo page in the Source.
Yeah.
And if you never seen it again, you just like, I guess he got shelved.
Well,
That's all you thought.
You just really had no idea. We didn't know how much money they were making. We didn't know if they could survive off of it. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't, we didn't have the knowledge.
We didn't know. Yeah,
don't know. For context.
Don't show. I don't care about what's going on in the hood, man.
So like Twista said, if you stressed and depressed,
listen,
let this calm and soak in your brain.
Your brain, bro.
And if you got something out there that you want to do,
just don't do NoBarsOff.
just keep
don't break down lyrics either.
Just keep in mind that you never know what can happen. You never know when,
who, how.
Yeah. This journey is definitely indicative of what we're doing right now, because we just enjoy doing it. So we don't really know what the numbers are ever gonna look like. We
really just like a reason to drink. So this is perfect. Why not? This is taking us back to our heyday.
Them days.
That's all we used to do anyway. Sit around, drink, talk about music and all that. So why not do it in the confines of your
studio?
The studio.
Go get that Joint of Lucas album. It's a lot of joints on there we wanted to cover.
Yeah, there's some joints on there too.
But the algorithms love people.
Eminem and Drake and Kendrick right now.
Gosh, damn.
You can't,
Don't take any bars off, y'all. Peace.
Real spitters take no bars off. Yeah. MCs take no bars off.